Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Today we are going to explore one of the most fascinating goddesses in Norse mythology, Freya, the goddess of love, beauty, and war. You know, I've heard about her in a lot of videos I've reacted to on Norse mythology. She has been referenced a lot, but I don't really know much details about her. And that's why I'm super excited to check out this video today, the full story of Freya. Let's check it out, guys. Okay, that's a whole book.
In the mystical realms of Norse mythology, there emerged a goddess whose legend stood out from the rest. Freya, the embodiment of love, beauty, and magic, stood as a beacon in the Norse pantheon. Renowned as one of the distinguished goddesses, Freya's story is one of passion, power, and the eternal pursuit of what she holds dear. Freya, meaning lady, was a goddess who transcended the ordinary. She was a member of the Vanir tribe of deities, known for their profound connections to nature, fertility, and magic. Yet her story took a fascinating turn as she became an honorary member of the Aesir gods after a series of events. Her essence was not confined to mere beauty and love. Freya was much more. She was a passionate seeker of pleasures and thrills, a goddess who knew no bounds in her quest for the joys of life. Her knowledge and power in manipulating desires, health, and prosperity placed her among the most formidable beings in Norse lore. This is the story of Freya. In the lush and mystic lands of Vanaheim, the birth of Freya marked a moment of great significance. As the daughter of Njord, the revered sea god, and a goddess whose name remains shrouded in mystery, Freya's lineage was of divine prestige. While her mother's identity was ultimately unknown, some speculated that Freya was the daughter of Nerthus, an old Germanic deity known as a goddess of peace and plenty. Nerthus was tied to an archaic ritual involving a cart procession and the symbolic laying down of arms. Freya was also the twin sister to her brother Freyr, the male god of fertility, wealth, and harvest. He was well known for his massive boat Skidbladnir and his magical sword that could fight on its own.
Wow, I never knew she was a twin. Wow, her twin brother is Frey. Wow, interesting. Wow.
Given her divine lineage, Freya's early moments were immersed in the essence of the natural world, her life inexorably linked to the ebb and flow of life's forces. Freya later married a mysterious god by the name of Udr, whose name meant furious and passionate, but was otherwise a figure shrouded in mystery and the subject of much speculation in Norse mythology. The tales of Udr and Freya are colored with deep emotion and profound longing. Udr, often away on long journeys across the 9 realms, left Freya in a state of desolation and profound sadness. Her grief was so intense that it manifested in tears of red gold, symbolizing the depth of her love and the pain of separation. Together, Freya and
I know this is animation, but then the animation portrays her as royalty, like she's truly a goddess. Like the adornment of her body with gold, everything around her gold, and it's just so beautiful. It goes to tell how much of a beauty she was. Wow, this is interesting.
Udr gave birth to 2 daughters, Nos and Gersemi. Very little is known about these two, but both daughters were said to be beautiful and associated with the treasures of the world. Freya shines as a multifaceted deity of immense power and allure. Her essence was apparent when it came to love, fertility, beauty, and war, making her an emblem of both the nurturing and protective aspects of the divine. Not merely a passive embodiment of love, beauty, and fertility, she was an active participant in the realms of war. Her connection with nature was profound, symbolized by her sacred association with pigs and her riding a boar with golden bristles. But her charm and elegance were equally represented by her other vehicle, a chariot drawn by cats, reflecting her dual nature of domestic grace and fierce independence. The chariot symbolized wealth and prosperity, and her association with gold and precious artifacts. Her magical necklace.
Wow, it's rather surprising to me that she was associated with pig, or pigs were associated with her, because In this part of the world where I live, pigs are pigs have this, how do I put it? Pigs are associated with dirt. Dirt as in dirt, like they are filthy kind of. And so they see them more like a taboo. So I'm rather surprised that a goddess as beautiful and as elegant as Freya associated herself with pigs. Well, I guess there's more to it, right? Let's keep watching.
𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄 was not just a jewel of beauty, but a symbol of her influence and power. However, Freya's domain wasn't limited to love and fertility. She was also a goddess of war. In the battlefield, she claimed half of the fallen warriors to accompany her in 𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄, her splendid afterlife realm, showcasing her dual role as both life-giver and protector. In Freya, we find a goddess who is not just a figure of adoration and desire, but a symbol of the relentless pursuit of love, knowledge, and power. But her tale was woven with deeper threads. She was a master of 𝐋𝐈𝐊𝐄, the most organized form of Norse magic. It was Freya who first brought this art to the gods and by extension to humanity. As a master practitioner of 𝐶𝐈𝐊𝐄, a unique form of Norse sorcery linked to prophecy and transformation, she imparted this knowledge to other deities, including Odin. This aspect of her character highlights her deep connection to the mystical elements of the Norse world. As a Vanir goddess, Freya's connection to nature and magic was profound. She was the epitome of aesthetic charm and mystical powers, enchanting all with her beauty and grace. Freya's role as a fertility goddess extended beyond mere physical allure. She was a symbol of human fecundity and agricultural bountifulness, governing aspects of procreation and abundance. In love, she embodied desire and sensuality, often invoked in contexts of romance and passionate love. In the mystical lands of Vanaheim, Freya stood as a beacon of magical prowess, revered as the archetypal Völva. A Völva in Norse mythology was a seeress or witch, a practitioner of 𝐶𝐈𝐿, a form of magic rooted in the very fabric of destiny and foresight. Freya's mastery of this art places her in a league of her own. As a leader of the Vanir gods, her connection to 𝐶𝐈𝐿 wasn't just about divination, it extended to altering the very threads of fate. Freya's abilities as a Völva allowed her to see events before they unfolded, a gift that empowered her to lead enemies to their doom and deliver friends from impending disaster. Her role
Wow, Freya's role as a Volva is so cool. I love how she's able to see into the future and understand the threads of fate. Wow, I would love to really have this superpower so that I can see into the future and disassociate myself from any ill fates coming my way. Like, I love that superpower. If I had my way, I would love to have that kind of power. Wow.
in this mystical realm was not passive. She actively wove the fates, an agent of change in a world where the lines between destiny and choice blur. The art of 𝐶𝐈𝐿𝐿 in Freya's hands was a tool of immense power, capable of transformation, protection, and sometimes destruction. Using her mastery of 𝐶𝐈𝐿, Freya inadvertently caused a cataclysmic clash between the Aesir and Vanir gods. This stood as one of the pivotal events in Norse mythology, with Freya at the heart of it. As the foremost practitioner of the art of 𝐶𝐈𝐿, Freya, under the name 𝐻𝐈𝐿, journeyed from town to town, offering her magical services. Her arrival in Asgard, the home of the Aesir, initially brought awe and admiration from the Aesir gods. However, soon they blamed her for their own moral decay, as they succumbed to selfish desires fulfilled through her magic. This blame and fear led to attempts to murder Freya, calling her 𝐿veig, gold greed, and burning her 3 times, from which she was reborn each time. This treatment of their beloved goddess ultimately ignited the Aesir-Vanir war. There was a clash between the Aesir's brute force and the Vanir's subtler magic. Over time, both sides grew weary of the conflict, leading to a truce marked by the exchange of hostages. Freya, along with her brother Freyr and their father Njord, moved to Asgard, while Honir and Mimir went to Vanaheim. In Asgard, Freya and her
They moved to Asgard. I know Asgard is one of the nine realms, right? In Norse mythology, I know there are nine realms, like nine worlds. Asgard is part of it. Midgard. Asgard is the realm of gods and goddesses, if I'm correct. You guys, let me know in the comments because I've been watching a lot of videos on Norse mythology and I know that word sounds familiar. It's one of the nine realms. Asgard, the realm for gods and goddesses. Midgard, which is Earth, or no, Midgard, yeah, I think that's Earth, right? Is a realm of humans. And then there's Helheim. Helheim, I think that's the realm of the dead. And I can't remember the names right now, but when I hear them, I know they are familiar words. They are familiar names that I've heard. You guys, let me know in the comments if I'm right. Yeah, I know I'm right.
Her family lived in relative peace. However, the exchange was not without its troubles, as the Vanir discovered that the wise Honir was a fraud. He was reliant on Mimir for wisdom, and the Vanir felt cheated, since this exchange meant that they had sent 3 of their most important Vanir to Asgard. Enraged, the Vanir beheaded Mimir to send a message to the Aesir gods, further deepening the complexities of the truce. The two sides were once again on the brink of war, but despite these challenges, the truce held strong, symbolized by the creation of Kvasir, the wisest of all beings, from the saliva of both the Aesir and Vanir. This act represented a pledge of sustained harmony between the two divine tribes. The realm of Folkvangr, translating to Field of the People or Field of Armies, served as the celestial abode of Freya. This majestic realm stood unique in Norse mythology, a counterpart to the more renowned Valhalla of Odin. Folkvangr, mentioned in the ancient poem Grimnismal and the Prose Edda, was a realm where half of the warriors slain in battle find their final rest, the other half being hand-picked by the Valkyrie to ascend to Valhalla. The criteria for determining who enters Folkvangr remain shrouded in mystery. However, the essence of Folkvangr lies in its role as a final resting place for the brave and valiant. Freya, in her hall within Folkvangr, named Sessrumnir, meaning hall with roomy seats or hall with many seats, when oversaw the souls of these warriors. Though descriptions of Folkvangr are scarce, its significance is undeniable, representing a facet of Freya's domain over life and death. Interestingly, references to Folkvangr also appear in other Norse texts, suggesting a broader conception of who may be welcomed into this realm. For instance, in Egil's saga, a character speaks of dining with Freya in the afterlife, indicating that Folkvangr might also be a haven for those who met their end in ways other than battle. This aspect of Folkvangr adds to its enigmatic nature, reinforcing Freya's multifaceted role as a goddess of war, love, and the afterlife. Freya's role as a Valva and her dominion over Folkvangr illustrates her profound influence in Norse mythology. As a deity of magic and fate, she navigated the complexities of destiny with an unparalleled mastery of Satyr. And in
Wow, I'm so drawn to the story of Freya and her complexities as a goddess. She's not just a one-dimensional figure, but a rich and multifaceted character. This is so amazing. And I love how this video weaves together different threads of Freya's story to create a rich and nuanced portrait of this complex goddess. It's so interesting. I'm enjoying myself. I'm having fun with this story. I hope you are too. Keep it locked. Let's keep watching.
Folkvangr, she offered solace to the fallen, showcasing her guardianship over the valorous souls. Freya's character shines brilliantly in the poetic Edda's Hyndluljóð. Here, her generosity and determination take center stage in the intriguing tale of Otter, her favored servant. Otter, caught in a bind to trace his lineage for a crucial bet, finds an unwavering ally in Freya. Embodying both resourcefulness and power, Freya transformed Ottar into her pig, Hildisvíni, and embarked on a quest to seek wisdom from Hyndla, a seer. The journey took a compelling turn when Hyndla refused, only to be met with Freya's threat of ending her life. Unyielding in her pursuit, Freya ensured Hyndla recounts Ottar's complex genealogy. Concerned that Ottar might forget this vital lineage, she commands Hyndla to provide the memory beer, a magical brew, to etch the words deep into Ottar's memory. This act ensured Ottar's triumph in recounting his ancestry, highlighting Freya's role as a protector and guide, underscoring her deep commitment to those she favored. In Norse mythology, Freya's allure and desirability often take center stage. A striking tale from Sturluson's Prose Edda vividly captures this, where Freya became a pawn in a dangerous bargain. The gods were approached by an unnamed Jotun and offered to build an impregnable fortress that would protect them from the Jotnar of Jotunheim. However, in exchange, the Jotun demanded not only the sun and moon, but also Freya's hand in marriage. After a short deliberation, the gods agreed to this outrageous request, but only if it was completed by the first day of summer. The Jotun agreed, under the condition that his mighty stallion Svadifari could assist him. Both sides agreed and the construction commenced. As the days passed and the construction neared completion, the gods dreaded the loss of Freya and devised a cunning plan to sabotage the Jotun's efforts. Loki, the trickster who in a master stroke of deception transformed into a mare, a female horse, and lured Svadilfari away. This diversion thwarted the Jotun's plans. He realized now that he would not be able to complete the fortress in time. In a fit of rage, he threatened to destroy the gods. Seeking protection, the gods called upon Thor for aid. With a swing of his mighty hammer Mjolnir, Thor dispatched the Jotun with ease, protecting the gods, and most importantly, Freya. Similarly, in the Thrymskvita of the Poetic Edda, Freya's charm ensnares Thrym, the king of the Jotnar. Upon discovering his treasured hammer, Mjolnir, stolen, Thor sought the aid of Loki and Freya. Using Freya's magical falcon feathers, Loki traversed the realms to locate Mjolnir. He eventually stumbled upon Jotunheim, where Thrym ruled. Thrym had claimed Mjolnir for himself and buried it deep in the ground. When asked to return the hammer, Thrym demanded the goddess Freya in exchange. Upon learning this, Freya was furious and refused to be used as a trading piece. This set the stage for a humorous ruse, where Thor would be disguised as Freya and Loki would be disguised as her maid to ingeniously recover the hammer. In the realm of Norse myths, Freya's allure and sensuality stir up tales both enthralling and controversial. The saga of Thrym's theft of Mjolnir revealed Freya's fierce defense of her reputation. However, in the Sturluthatr, it casts Freya in a scandalous light, where the Brisingamen necklace's story became deeply intertwined with Freya's own. The Brisingamen necklace, a splendid golden artifact, illustrates Freya's quest for unparalleled beauty and power. Crafted by master dwarven craftsmen of the Norse cosmos, the name Brisingamen, potentially meaning necklace gleaming like the sun, hints at its radiant allure. The necklace's origin, tied to the dwarves potentially of the Brisinga tribe, renowned for their skill in working fine metals, marks it as an object of immense value and craftsmanship. As the story goes, Freya stumbled upon a cave where 4 dwarves were working on crafting the Brisingamen necklace. Freya, who loved fine things, desired the necklace greatly. Not to let the opportunity slip away, the dwarves agreed to give the necklace to her, but only if she agreed to spend one night with each of them. Freya's desire for the necklace was so strong that she happily agreed. However, Loki, the trickster god, complicated this transaction. Observing Freya's actions, he informed Odin, who then ordered Loki to steal the necklace. Loki transformed himself into a flea and snuck into Freya's bedroom at night. There, he found the necklace. However, Freya was sleeping on it. Loki then bit Freya on the cheek, causing her to turn over, allowing Loki the opportunity to bring the necklace back to Odin. Using his cunning, Loki succeeds in his task, leading to further demands from Odin before returning it to Freya. When Freya approached Odin about the theft, he revealed his knowledge about her promiscuity with the dwarves.
Wait, you guys, let me know in the comments, the Odin they are talking about, is it the same Odin, the All-Father? Let me know in the comments.
Told her that he would only return the necklace if she performed a rather odd task. She had to force 2 kings, each ruling over 20 more kings, to fight an endless war. Each time the kings slayed each other, they would rise again to fight. This would happen for all eternity until Olaf Tryggvason, the Christian king of Norway, arrived to end the war. Freya reluctantly agreed. This story is often seen as a smear piece designed by Christians to discredit the Norse pagan religion and degrade Freya as a promiscuous goddess. Ragnarok, the cataclysmic destruction of the cosmos, marked the end of many legendary tales in Norse mythology. This apocalyptic event signified the fate of the gods, leading to a great winter, societal collapse, celestial upheavals, and the eventual release of monstrous beings like Fenrir and Jormungandr. The gods, aware of the prophecies, decided to go to battle, leading to the fall of many, including Odin, Thor, and other key figures. Despite its cataclysmic nature, the legend spoke of a rebirth, with a new world emerging from the waters, inhabited by a few surviving gods and humans. Regarding Freya's role in Ragnarok, her exact actions and fate remain largely unspoken in the surviving myths. However, her powerful associations with fate and magic, particularly her mastery of Cider, imply a deep understanding of the events leading up to Ragnarok. She had more knowledge about these foretold events than even Odin, as suggested by various myths and her reluctance to share her insights. Freya's significant role in the Norse afterlife, where she selects half of the warriors slain in battle for her realm, Folkvanger, indicates her importance in Ragnarok. This role, along with her possible command over the Valkyries, places her at the center of the battlefield and fate itself. However, despite being a goddess of war, she chose to align with her more peaceful aspects of love and beauty by staying out of the actual war itself. The same could not be said for her brother and father, Freyr and Njord, who both fell during the events of Ragnarok. Freya stands as a figure of unparalleled complexity and intrigue, a goddess who embodies love, fertility, and beauty. She also traverses the realms of war, death, and magic with equal prowess. Her tales, woven with the threads of passion, power, and mystery, offer a window into the Norse understanding of the divine feminine. Freya's journey, from her union with Odin marked by deep love and longing to her pivotal role in the Aesir-Vanir War, highlights her significance in the Norse pantheon. Her interactions with the dwarves, her possession of the Brisingamen necklace, and her ambiguous role in the cataclysm of Ragnarok all paint a portrait of a deity multifaceted in her powers and deeply rooted in the fates of gods and mortals. Freya's legend, transcending time and myth, continues to captivate and inspire. Her story, echoing through the annals of Norse mythology, serves as a testament to the richness and depth of ancient Norse beliefs, where gods and goddesses reflect the complex and dynamic nature of life, death, and everything that lies in between.
Wow, that was such a fascinating video. I loved learning about Freya and her role in Norse mythology. It's like I've gained a new appreciation for the power and beauty of this ancient culture. My God, this was super interesting. I hope you had fun. I enjoyed myself. And Freya's story with the dwarf. The way the story of Freya and the dwarves was told in this video is a great example of how Norse mythology often blurs the lines between good and evil. And it goes to show how gods and goddesses are complex characters. Oh my God, this was impressive. I'm amazed by the research and knowledge that went into creating this video. It's very obvious that the creators of this video are so passionate about Norse mythology and they are willing to share their knowledge with those of us who are interested in knowing more about Norse mythology. I enjoyed this video totally. I hope you did too. I had a good time watching it and learning about Freya. I know this was all animated, but it just goes to show us how elegant and how beautiful and how much of a goddess Freya was. She was so stunning. My God. And I loved how she played the role of a protector and a life giver and a protector at the same time. She goes out for the people she loves. She goes all out for them. Like, it's such a great quality. I loved her character. I love Freya's character. It was amazing. I enjoyed watching it. I hope you did too. If you did, go ahead, like this video, share it with your friends so that they can also have the good time we just had, okay? And if you want to watch this video uninterrupted, head on to my description. The link to the original video is in my description, and watch the video uninterrupted and give these guys your support because they did an amazing job putting this video together. It was incredible. Thank you guys for watching. Until next time, bye.